Think about the advice you've heard since the early 2000s regarding your metabolism. You've been told to keep the fire burning. You've been told to eat 6 small meals a day so your blood sugar stays stable and your metabolic rate never dips. It sounds logical, it sounds scientific, and for many people, it has become a nutritional religion. Welcome to Dr. Levitas. But while you are busy stoking the fire every 2 or 3 hours, you are unknowingly committing a crime against your own digestive health. You are keeping the restaurant open 24 hours a day, which means the cleaning crew never gets to come in. You are essentially living in a house where the trash is never taken out, the floors are never swept, and the pipes are never flushed. The result? Chronic bloating, brain fog, and a complete breakdown of your internal ecosystem. Today, we are uncovering the most overlooked biological rhythm in human health, your body's internal janitor. The Migrating Motor Complex, or MMC. Please hit the like button and leave a comment. Your engagement is a huge help to the channel. What is the MMC? The MMC is a distinct, electromechanical wave of contractions that ripples through the stomach and the small intestine during periods of fasting. It is not digestion. In fact, it is the exact opposite of digestion. While digestion is about absorbing nutrients, the MMC is about clearing the waste. Think of it as a high-powered biological broom. Its job is to sweep out undigested food particles, slough off dead cells from your gut lining, and, most importantly, to flush excess bacteria out of the small intestine and into the large intestine where they belong. Without this sweeping motion, your gut becomes a stagnant pond, and stagnant ponds always grow algae. Here is the viral catch that most 6-meal-a-day proponents completely miss: the janitor cannot work while the party is still going. The MMC is a very shy system. It is governed by a hormone called motilin, and it only activates when your upper GI tract is completely empty. Research shows that it takes roughly 90 to 120 minutes after your stomach has finished processing a meal for the first phase of the MMC to even begin. The MMC operates in 4 distinct phases, culminating in Phase 3, the power sweep. This is the strongest contraction, the one that truly flushes the system. But this whole cycle takes time to ramp up. If you eat a meal at 8 a.m., and then snack on a handful of nuts at 10 a.m. to supposedly keep your metabolism up, you have just fired the janitor right as he was picking up the broom. This is the part that shocks most people. The MMC is so sensitive to food intake that even a single bite of a snack, even a few calories, instantly shuts the entire cleaning cycle down. This happens through the cephalic phase of digestion, the moment your tongue tastes nutrients, or even the moment your brain anticipates food. Your nervous system flips from cleanup mode to processing mode. The hormone motilin is suppressed, and the biological broom is put back in the closet. If you are a grazer, someone who nibbles on things throughout the day, your MMC likely hasn't performed a full power sweep in years. You are living in a permanent state of post-meal stagnation. And that stagnation is the primary breeding ground for one of the most frustrating conditions in modern medicine. Your small intestine is meant to be relatively sterile. It's where you absorb nutrients. Your large intestine, or colon, is where the vast majority of your bacteria should lie. They are separated by a one-way door called the ileocecal valve. When the MMC is broken, when the janitor is fired, that one-way door becomes leaky, and the sweeping force that usually pushes bacteria back down into the colon disappears. The bacteria from your colon begin to migrate upstream into the small intestine. This is SIBO. These bacteria start eating the food you just ate, fermenting it right in your small intestine. This creates a massive buildup of hydrogen or methane gas, leading to that pregnant-looking bloating, painful cramping, and systemic inflammation. You don't have a fiber deficiency, and you don't need more probiotics. You have a broken broom. You are failing to sweep the bacteria back to where they belong. Even if you space your meals perfectly, there is another invisible factor that can paralyze your internal cleaning crew: stress. The MMC is controlled by the enteric nervous system, but it is heavily influenced by the vagus nerve. To activate the janitor, you must be in a parasympathetic state, the rest, digest, and clean state. When you are chronically stressed, your body is dominated by the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. In this state, your body prioritizes survival over hygiene. It diverts blood away from the gut and sends it to your muscles. The vagus nerve signal to the gut goes silent. This is why people who are stressed out often feel backed up or perpetually bloated. It's not just what you eat, it's the state of your nervous system. If you are eating your healthy meals while scrolling through stressful news or responding to work emails, the vagus nerve is inhibited, the MMC is paralyzed, and the trash stays in the house. We have been socially conditioned to believe that a growling stomach is a sign of hunger. We think it's our body's way of saying, "I'm empty, feed me now." But in many cases, that sound, medically known as borborygmi, is actually the sound of the Phase 3 power sweep. It is the sound of your stomach and intestines forcefully contracting to push air and fluid through the pipes. It is the sound of the janitor doing his best work. When you hear your stomach growl 2 hours after a meal, it's not a request for food. It's a do not disturb sign. It's the sound of your internal plumbing being pressure washed. By reaching for a snack to quiet the growl, you are literally stopping the cleaning process right when it was finally getting to the deep stains. If you are struggling with IBS, SIBO, or chronic bloating, you might have tried every elimination diet under the sun. You've cut out gluten, dairy, lectins, and nightshades. But the bloating remains. The most powerful gut healing protocol isn't about what you remove, it's about when you eat. For many, switching from grazing to meal spacing, waiting 4 to 5 hours between meals, is more effective than any supplement or diet. When you wait 4 to 5 hours, you allow your body to complete at least 2 full MMC cycles. You give the janitor enough time to sweep the house, mop the floors, and take out the trash before the next party begins. This reduces the bacterial load in the small intestine, allows the gut lining to repair itself, and naturally resolves the fermentation that causes bloating. Here is the doctor's verdict: reclaiming your internal rhythm. It is time to stop fearing the empty feeling. In a world of constant consumption, we have forgotten that our bodies were designed for the ebb and flow of feast and famine. Your gut is a magnificent, self-cleaning machine, but it requires the space and the silence to do its job. Stop stoking the fire every 2 hours. Stop grazing on healthy snacks. Start honoring the janitor. Give your vagus nerve the peace it needs to signal the cleanup. When you move from a state of constant processing to a state of rhythmic cleaning, you don't just lose the bloat. You reclaim your energy, your clarity, and your health. I want to hear from you in the comments. Are you a grazer or a spacer? What changes have you noticed when you give your gut more time to clean itself? Let's sweep the house and build our health together. Until next time, stay curious, stay resilient, and take care of your gut. Watch this video suggestion, it was especially picked for you. Please share, comment, like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Thank you, it helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos and keep growing.